Hey guys, Big Mike Flipz here. It's early in the morning on the official hump day this week, Wednesday, June the 3rd. So the rest of the week is downhill, right? So wanted to do my next what's sold on eBay and kind of also go over something that was a little unfortunate. I had a buyer that pestered me and kept asking me to reduce prices, kept making best offers via messaging. So what do you do whenever you get somebody that pesters you like that? I'll kind of go over that here in just a second, but basically those of you guys that are new to the channel or watching this for the first time, I like to do these videos and just kind of show you guys what is possible to sell on eBay, maybe give you some ideas for your own business. Hopefully, help you out and maybe be entertaining as well. Something that you guys enjoy watching and you want to come back and see what profit margins you can make, shipping ideas, how to ship things, all the different tips and tricks of eBay and reselling online arbitrage. I do a lot of buying of items at retail stores and then bring them and put them on eBay. So just wanted to kind of give a little bit of everything. I try to do a couple different categories on the videos. Some videos will be when I'm trying to source. I'll try to show you guys what I'm doing when I go out and pick up things and bring those back to the list. And then I'll do what's sold videos, and I'm probably going to do some tips and tricks videos as well. And I'll break them up, have a little bit of different quality on each one or different idea for each one. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. As always, definitely, hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Let me know you like the videos, don't like the videos. Hit the thumbs down if you don't like it. Give me some comments, though. Let me know what you think. Let me know one way or the other. Appreciate everything you guys are doing to support the channel. So anyway, back to this gentleman, I'm assuming a gentleman that bought the item. It was a Ertl, and I'll throw a picture of it up on the ERTL race car. And it's an American muscle car, 1969 Camaro. It's just kind of like a little die-cast 1/24th scale model. And the guy sent me a message. I think I had it for $84.99, which is a competitive price. It's brand new. It's got the tape on it, so it's never been opened. It's one of the Mother's Day items that I picked up. As you guys have seen, if you watch my other videos, you'll understand what that is. So anyway, it's actually 1/18th scale, it looks like. But it's a American muscle car, 1969 Chevy Yenko Camaro. So it's pretty cool. I did get a box of about 15 cars in this set. And when I looked at them, some of them had manufacturer flaws, like the hood on the cars was flaking and kind of cracked in half. Some of the paint in different areas was bubbling. And this one looks like in mint condition. It's not opened, but you can see the car, and it was clearly in absolutely mint condition. It did not have the defects and flaws of some of the other cars that I saw. I didn't know that that's kind of a common issue with these cars. And the potential buyer sent me messages saying, "Hey, been looking at your auctions, looking at this auction, and what's the lowest what's the lowest price you can do?" That message used to irritate me. Because I actually removed most of my auctions. I don't have best offer anymore because even if you put the lowest, what you would expect, somebody will keep playing with it until they hit that. And then it's kind of like just a guessing game on, is this person just trying to get a good deal on me? So anyway, I typically don't do best offers, but this guy repeatedly started messaging me. The first time he messaged, I dropped it by like $5 or $7. I said, "Hey, I'm reducing the price for everybody." Reduced it down $5 to $7. Went down to I think 78 or something like that, which was under a good $10 under everybody else on the market. And this was brand new. So most of the cars that were out there were not brand new. They were already opened. They were display pre-owned. So I replied back to him. He replied back with $60 free shipping. And most of my auctions, if you guys watch my videos, I try to not do free shipping on anything anymore. It's just bit me too many times where I've miscalculated the shipping or made a mistake on the shipping. So I replied back with, "Hey, I dropped it another $4 or $5 or something." I said, dropped it down to $72. I don't like to do free shipping because it's calculated depending on your address. It could be different. I said, so I'm leaving the shipping in there. I dropped another. I was thinking, if I can get $70 for this is a great deal, a good transfer, a good profit off of this item. So I went ahead and did that and replied back. Well, he replied back with something else, $62 free shipping. It went up by like $2. So I was like, I'm not going to respond to this guy. And I actually went in. It's kind of comical. I have a hot link to the the eBay buyers block list that you can add to your own account. If you guys don't know about that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a video and show you how to do this. But I went out and added him to my block bidder list, and thought, I'm just not going to mess with this guy. He's driving me nuts. And then I went a couple days, and I thought, you know what? There's a couple watchers on it. It's the car. A lot of people have been looking at it and viewing it, so I can tell how many people are watching it, how many people are viewing it. And I thought, you know what? I went through yesterday and I reduced a bunch of prices. So I said, I'm gonna drop it to like 64. Let's see, 68, 88 or something odd. I went down a couple more dollars, and I went out and I removed him from the block list. I was like, you know what? If he buys it for $65 or something, that's a huge profit. I can just unload it and get rid of it. And he replies, and he's in all of his previous messages, he had messaged about, hey, if every single message, as a matter of fact, if there's any flaws, let me know. If there's any flaws in the paint, if there's any flaws in the hood or anything like that. So I took extra pictures and sent them to him in the previous messages. I forgot to tell you guys that. So I sent those messages, and he was really pressing about, it has to be flawless. He kept saying a flawless model. It's sealed, so I can't tell if it's absolutely flawless throughout the entire thing. It's brand new, still has the binding that holds it onto the cardboard. It looks flawless from the pictures. It looks mint condition. So I told him, I said, I can tell you it looks mint condition. This is the condition it looks like. I don't want to open it and reduce the value of the item by opening it. So he replied back with, well, $62 free shipping is my. So I removed him from the block list, and I sent out to him. I reduced it down, and I said, you know what? Here's the deal. I lowered it to $60. I said, I sent him an offer for $60. I reduced it for everybody, but I reduced it to $60 with shipping. And I said, I'm not going to remove shipping. I'm just not going to do it. And 60 is the lowest I plan to go on this. The guy then buys it, which I was like, cool. I finally hit the point to where he was open to, it's a great deal. And I thought everything was done. 10 minutes later, I get a message in eBay messaging from him saying, hey, please look at the item again and make sure it's absolutely flawless. And let me actually read you his message. He says, only send if no flaws. Send refund if you see flaws. I don't want to take it back. Make sure no flaws, in black stripes too. And of course his grammar's horrible, which is fine. Everybody, I've got horrible grammar as well, but it's really, the message is hard to read. Everything about every other word's misspelled or incorrect grammar, punctuation. So no big deal. I was like, but when I got that, I thought, okay, you bought the item, and now you're telling me again you're worried about the flaws. So I just responded back. I said, hey, this is not going to work. I said, please request a refund, and I'll reverse the auction. I'm concerned with your concerns at this point. I said, I have no way to verify any further than what I've already told you on the auction without opening the item. I said, I will not issue a refund. And if you find some random flaw with this item when you get it, because my guess is he's going to find a flaw of some sorts if he's been this adamant about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to send the item. I just sent the message. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go out and request a reversal. So I went out and canceled the order per the buyer's request. And he actually responded saying, I don't know how to request a refund. So asked if I could do that for him. And I said, no problem. It's submitted. And he for some reason, it took about 4 or 5 hours before he actually clicked the button to accept the reversal, but he did. So the key in all this is just for you guys to know, you're going to run into issues. You're going to have issues with buyers. You're going to have issues like this. The biggest thing you got to get used to, especially if you're going to do this as a business, is don't let it get under your skin so much that it bothers you more. I mean, I've made 200 sales in the last month, and this one sale could just irritate you until you don't want to do it anymore. But you got to let that go. You got to know there's just people out there, as no matter how hard you try. I've gotten a neutral feedback and a negative feedback recently that was completely out of my control. And do I want to let that ruin the other 1,200 positive feedbacks I've gotten recently? I mean, no, you just can't. There's just people out there that you're not going to be able to please everything they want. And you're just going to have to find ways to get around that and just get out of the deal or get past it as quickly as possible. So anyway, so I wanted to kind of go over all that as the intro to this, and it's kind of long-winded, but anyway, hopefully that will help you guys. The biggest thing is just to learn from your mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes, and also find a way to get past those hard, those little issues like this so that it doesn't ruin your eBay experience and your eBay business. So that said, as you guys go into the next two sections, I combined 2 days of shipping out, Monday, June 1st afternoon, and all of Tuesday, and then early Wednesday this morning before I got up. So all those sales are going out today, and they're going to be on this video. So it's kind of, you'll see me, I have 2 different shirts, and I've shaved since the first day. So anyway, total sales for the 2 days was about $428, and I'll go over each item in the next 2 sections. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and as always, God bless. Okay, guys, the first couple things that we did, that we sold on June 1st, sold 2 sets of these Ronson flints, and again, those are selling for $5.50 a piece. Looks like they're paying taxes, but $5.50 a piece. I've got $1.55 into each of those, so about a $4 to $4.50 profit on each of those. Sold 2 sets. I'll throw those in the envelopes like I've been doing and send those out. That next item is actually another one of these Mandalorian Trandoshan thugs. So we'll send this guy out, and that sold for another $14.99. Plus the buyer paid about $5.50 in shipping. So that should be the last one that's in kind of mint condition. I have one left. I'm going to relist and take a picture of it so that it's got a little bit of a bubble on the top corner of the box. A lot of people collect these and they want them in absolute mint shape. So be real careful when you're selling Funko Pops. Make sure you take good pictures of exactly what you've got, and if there's any markings or anything on the plastic, or if there's any cardboard damage or shelfware or anything like that, make sure you take a picture of it and list it appropriately, because people get very frustrated about that. They're very picky on these things. They're highly collectible. Okay, the next item that we sold was a Scream, the character from the movie Scream, I guess. It's kind of a horror film. I absolutely despise those things. But anyway, this is a highly collectible figurine. It's from Reaction. This guy sold for $16.99, and the buyer paid about $8 in shipping. I am going to extra bubble wrap this, and the box is going to be a little bit bigger. It's probably going to end up going priority mail. But anyway, unfortunately on this, I did list it. The bubble came loose, but I do have, it's been kept in a protective container that has the front and back to it. So I did list it. I took it out, took pictures of it loose and everything, and listed that basically on these, a lot of these, the bubble comes loose. Some people will tape it back. I prefer just to leave it as is and list it and let the people, and just basically say in the auction, it's up to you guys if you want to tape it or re-glue it back to the base, but it is in really good shape. So either way, I'm going to stick it back in that protective thing and ship it out, and let the buyer decide if they want to glue that back together. Profit on that was a Mother's Day item, so profit on that is, it cost me $2 and I sold it for $16.99, so probably going to be close to a $15 profit on that item. And I've got several of those guys that I'll be listing, probably a dozen or so similar to that. So I'll try to get those out soon, and you guys can check them out on the shop. Okay, so the next item is actually a Bell Huey gunship. It's quite large. Getting a lot of glare there. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's a huge model set from Monogram. It's pretty cool. I actually would love to do these myself, but they are, some of them can be quite complicated. This guy sold for $94.72 with shipping. It's extremely heavy. It's new in wrapper. Cost me $2. This is part of the Mother's Day purchase, so $2 into it, and probably going to make maybe about $75 profit total on that. So that's a huge sale for me. Been trying to sell this one for quite a while. This was one of the early purchases, so this is a big one. Really excited that this one sold and is going out. So that is the 5th item that has sold so far today. I'm sorry, yesterday on June 1st. Okay, so now for the sales on June 2nd, the afternoon, and then into June 3rd. The first thing is this P51 Mustang Old Crow V6. All these I actually packaged up. I was going to let you guys just kind of see the packaging that I do. This one is just like an Amazon box. So this guy, I'll show you a picture on the screen of what it looks like, but it sold for $27.55 with shipping included, and that was a $2 Mother's Day item. So after shipping, I'll probably clear maybe about $18 to $20 profit on that one. Okay, the next item sold for $34.57. This is one of those where I sent a kind of an odd number offer. This is just a USPS Postal Service 727-200 jet. So it's another model. Again, I'll show you guys a picture of it on the screen. But this guy weighs about just under, both of these are just under 1 pound. I think that one came out 15.7 ounces. This one's 15.3. If you guys didn't know, eBay allows you to do 1 pound for first class. So I did chop this box up and kind of trim it down. It was about twice its height. I trimmed it down so that I could definitely ensure that I got down to that rate. Did a pretty good job, I think. So it feels pretty sturdy and got extra tape on there, and it's still under 1 pound. So again, that was $34.57. It cost me $2 in the Mother's Day haul. I think this was in the 4th time that I went to pick up Mother's Day items, and I'm just including that all in the Mother's Day haul because it's all from the same guy that same week. It just kind of repeated, I think 6 or 7 times that week, over a week and a half that I went out there to get items. So $2 into it, $34.57. That gives me about probably $25 profit on that one. Okay, this next item is pretty big. This is an Emmitt Smith. When he was with the Arizona Cardinals, it's a 12-inch collectible. This guy sold for $88.59 with shipping. And if you guys are curious, I always give you the total. It actually sold for $71.87, and then the buyer paid about $15.50 between tax and shipping. I try to always do calculated shipping. It's just too tough to try and figure that out on my own. And what I found is that eBay will flip your options when you're doing your auctions. And if you're not careful, you'll end up accidentally doing free shipping on an item that you intended to do calculated shipping. You'll set your price wrong. So going back and forth is just a major pain. So I always do calculated shipping. This guy was almost 5 pounds, 4 pounds, 11 ounces. It sold for, like I said, $88.59. I have $2 into this from the Mother's Day haul. This was the last Mother's Day haul visit. I got 5 or 6 huge characters like this. So I got Nolan Ryan, Wayne Gretzky, a couple Emmitt Smiths, and Jerry Rice. Went back and forth with this guy multiple times before he actually accepted an offer. He sent me an offer for like 60. I went back with 75, then went back with 72 or 71.87, something like that. So finally accepted. Okay, this final item is a G.I. Joe, and it's a 1995 G.I. Joe SWAT International Collectors Convention. So this is from a Chicago Collectors Convention. This has to go priority because it was over 1 pound. It's 1 pound 6 ounces. So this guy sold for $45.49. It was an offer I sent. The actual cost of the item was $33.22. So all total, probably going to make, this was a $2 item. for the Mother's Day haul. Gonna make about 25-ish on that. I guess $25 profit on that. Okay guys, so like I said at the beginning of the video, there's about $428 in sales. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and come back and see more of the upcoming What Sold on eBay. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe guys. Be blessed.